Hello and welcome to another Rock Climber Life video. I am your host, Jeff Safford. Today I'm reviewing what might be the only GoPro case you really need, the Two Ogres Swaddle Case. Okay guys, today I'm reviewing the Two Ogres Swaddle Case. This is a purpose-built case for the GoPro camera. Obviously this is a very small minimalist case, and like I said in the intro, in my opinion, this type of case, or maybe this one exactly, is really the only case you really need for the GoPro camera and all of its accessories. Now first let me explain that, and then I'm going to get into the actual case itself. Okay, this is an example of all the junk you're going to carry when you take your GoPro camera. GoPro cameras are great because they're super small and compact and they deliver a great image quality, but there's so much stuff you can take to mount them on various things, which is part of the reason why they're so great. You know, I have a handlebar mount, I have a selfie stick type thing, and a chest mount. Now, all of these accessories are really, really durable. They're designed to be that way. So you can take, falls with this stuff, you can really bang this stuff up, and it's not gonna break. So in my opinion, you really don't need a case for all this stuff. I can see if you wanted to, go on a huge trip and it's gonna be a multi-sport trip and you wanted to organize all of your accessories, but even then, I would still take only what you need. Okay, back to the swaddle case. Now that I explained why you would use a case like this, because this is a minimalist case, I'm gonna explain why you need this case for the GoPro camera. So I just talked about all these super durable accessories, and the GoPro, when it's in its housing, is super durable as well. There's really only a couple things that need protected on the GoPro camera. Of course, if you're running the GoPro naked or in like a frame type of mount where the camera's totally exposed, that's a great way to break the camera. So that would be a perfect example of why you would need this Two Ogres Swaddle Case. If it's in this type of housing, this waterproof housing, this thing is super durable except the lens cover. So this like glass, or I don't know what the material is, whether it's glass or plastic, this is susceptible to scratching, and I've scratched mine myself. That's where this comes in. So let's talk a little bit about the swaddle case. On the outside of the case, you'll see this is a great bright orange color. They also make black, but orange would be my preference, because if you take this and you throw it into a backpack, as soon as you open up your backpack full of gear, you're gonna easily be drawn to this color. So it's really easy to see, grab it out of the bag, and then you can get to doing what you need to do with your GoPro. On the outside, they of course have the logo, the Two Ogres logo. The outside is kind of like a puffy, padded material. So it's kind of like this synthetic, but it's over definitely like a padded material. So there's lots of protection there. There's also a little loop right here that's in gray. So you can take this with a carabiner and lash it to the outside of your pack, just for convenience or whatever you want to do with this loop. And it also comes with a little wrist strap as well. So if you want to, use the wrist strap or the hand strap, or you can lash this to something else if this little loop isn't big enough. Now on the back, there's a little Velcro pocket. It's just kind of, held closed by a little piece of Velcro, and I think this is only designed if you want to take an extra micro SD card. It's really too small for pretty much anything else. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't know what other people use, this pocket for, the other owners of the swaddle case. Honestly, I don't use this, and I might never use this. So in my opinion, I would probably just remove this off. On the inside, this opens up and it gets its swaddle name because when you put your GoPro camera in here, you kind of swaddle it up. So that's where they get the name. It's a funny name, and I like it. The inside is like a synthetic fur, and then it's just Velcro that holds it closed. So really simple design. I like this a lot. It's of course super light. It's just, fabric and foam material and this synthetic fur. So I really like that this protects the camera itself. I think this is a really great design. Okay guys, so I have my housing, and it easily fits inside of the swaddle case here. So you put it in like this, you wrap up the horizontal sides, And then you wrap up the vertical sides, making sure that the logo's on the outside, and it wraps up perfectly into like this nice little package, and you can chuck this into your pack or lash it to the outside. Really like this design a lot. Now you can't have any mounts on the bottom, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. Or if you want, again, if you want to run your GoPro naked or in that frame mount they have, it's kind of like this like picture frame mount, that'll fit easily in here as well. But now here's the downside of this swaddle case. This is the biggest thing you can fit in here. All right, so here I have the waterproof housing, and I have this like J mount. Even with the smaller mount, if you fold this thing up and keep it about as tight as it gets, that's about as compact as this is going to get with the mount. The swaddle case is just a bit too small to really hold this with these snap mounts in there. So let me show you here. It's just a bit too small. You can see how much Velcro is sticking out here. And you can see again how much Velcro is, it's just barely hanging on there. So that's the biggest downside for me, in my opinion. I would make this case just a little bit larger, so then it will fit with a mount tucked up, or it'll fit with some of the larger mounts. So that's about it. Really great case, super usable. I think this is really one of the only cases you really need. And with that, this has been another Rock Climber Life video. Be sure to check out the blog, rockclimberlife.com, for more. Thanks for watching.